Parents have sprouted from my kneecaps. Whoa. The roll that slid from the corner of my mouth has evolved into stalactites. It seems I stagnated for what would amount to several billion years in the subjective time. I snap off the stalactites and put the ferns out of the roots. I look around. Kagari is standing upright. Something's different about her. Okay. She has changed? Has she changed? I walk over to her. At her feet, the Fury has undergone a massive transformation. Wait, what the? Okay. Maybe she, like, saw what we've been, like, playing with, basically, and maybe she decided to redo everything from the beginning. Just like we did. Let's see. Resting my hands flat against the ground, I examine it closely. The branches of the great tree have become faint and blurry. They are no longer clearly defined. The branches I've seen so far, the possibility of life surviving has always been zero. But now, I can't even tell that much. I suppose there's more hope in not knowing. Huh. It's a mathematically understandable perspective. So long as we are unable to conclude that something is impossible, a faint hope remains, statistically speaking. Having said that, whenever or not this result in survival is another matter, we weren't simply playing with numbers at the table. We were searching for a road to the future. Kagari stares blankly upward, but her expression empty and exhausted. No matter how many branches she sent out, she couldn't find what she was looking for. That's what she seems to be saying. It's clear to me that she's given up. I see. No happy ending, huh? I have no right to rebuke her for it. It's Kagari's decision, and I respect that. All I have to do is accept it. You worked really hard, Kagari. And my fingertips through her frayed hair. She raises her eyes and tilts her head to me. She pushes the tip of her nose against my head. More a scared little kitten than an exhausted girl. It's okay, no one's going to blame you. It might be over for us, but life will blossom again somewhere else. Okay? Simply leaving us with hope means that you've done a great job. No matter how unlikely the possibility is. Patting her on the back, I gave her words of consolation. It takes hundreds, thousands of years. After Kagari has calmed down, I turned my gaze back to the Fury. I wanted to burn the image of it into my brain. Mind if I write something for posterity? I just want to scribble down a few words. It won't affect the Fury in any way. It's a thing humans do. Sometimes we like to leave our names behind on the moon we'll never return to. Like this. I take out my copy of the Fury and add a few words to it. Someday we'll meet again. Tennoji Kotaro. Interesting. Okay. Is this message going to be actually visible somewhere in the timeline and it's going to change something? I wonder if this is going to be actually a bigger change than he thinks. Yeah, I know it's kinda lame. I suppose human language is pretty crude. Okay, I'm gonna try to convert it. Someday, wow. Converts to the, like, language of gods. Okay. Someday we'll meet again, Tennoji Kotaro. Oh, he's like converting more and more letters. Okay, I see. Lastly, I compressed data. That should do it. When the Fury is put into practice, my command will be lost somewhere unreachable by the human intellect. No one will read it, but that's okay. Yeah, because you compressed this. This shouldn't affect the Fury, should it? I certainly don't want to mess up Kagari's hard work. Despite my best efforts, there's still a chance it might cause some kind of the cascading bug. So this is okay. You would stop me if it weren't, right? Lying the copy atop the original, I transfer it over. Then I comment it out so that it won't affect the Fury. Ah, Feels like I did something momentous. Like I've overrode God's plan. Oh wow, Kagari is surprised. Okay. Kagari eyes widen and she gets down to her hands and knees. Did it affect the fury actually? She stares intently at my note. Should I not have done that? I think like she's surprised as well that you were able to actually convert it into these words. She looks at it with fixed intensity until she abruptly reaches out and runs her fingertips over my name. For a moment I think she's deleting it, but it doesn't seem to be the case. In a flash the data expands. 10 trillion, 20 trillion times. Is she creating a new, smaller fury using my name as a starting point? Interesting. What are you doing? Why now? Kagari fingernails split as she works. Her hair loses its shine, and the phosphorescence emanating from her body dims. Matter transitions. Okay. She transferred the new program she made into that great tree. I have no idea what she's doing. All I can do is watch in silence, mouth agape. The program runs and the great tree begins to change. The haze obscuring the canopy clears and the branches are laid bare once again. Every branch is withered. They dull and almost lifeless. Suddenly light shines through the branch, one branch among them. It starts to grow. Okay. I stand rooted to the spot. Oh, damn, that's big actually. Yo. Okay then. That's a lot of timelines. The branch continues to extend interminably. It grows at an incredible rate. All at once, the branch widens until it almost like a branch a new trunk. No, more than that. It becomes tens of times thicker than the original tree it sprouted from. No, even more than that. It's no longer a tree. It's raging rapids of life, strong and wide as the ocean currents. The trunk continues to proliferate without end, extending out into the future that even Kagari Fury can't account for before disappearing into the mist of uncertainty. Okay, how did like Kotaro name in the history made it so the life will thrive? Like what? Okay, Kagari, we need some explanations. Like what? Wait, well, you did it. You really did it. As I laugh in wild disbelief, Kagari turns to face me. She's crying, and I can tell they aren't tears of joy. Okay. Kagari? There's pity in her eyes. The four corners of her fury rise up and rule over her, enveloping her like a giant petals. Just before the gap at the top closes, her ribbons burst forth. That twine around and around again. Kagari and the Fury merged, forming a bond. I can't stop thinking about the look on her face. Why? This is the moment when all the time we spent up until now finally became worth it. That's when I sense a presence. At the same time, my cell phone rings. Okay. Really? Now? Okay, the attack probably. I know what the call will be about. I have to answer it. Yeah. We kind of finished Fury, it seems. For whatever reasons, my name was the answer. I have no idea what Kagari did. She like alternated, like she made so that Kotaro is like Kotaro name is like since the beginning of the Earth, basically. Like I don't know, like some prime human saw the name and thought like Kotaro as the god or something. I don't know. This is so weird. We'll meet again. What have you done? Also, this seems like they said, like this fury that overlapped Kagari and stuff, right? It seems like the tree that we see in the beginning, like the main menu, might be Kagari and the fury that they just made, because we have like, I thought like this is the well, right, in the forest before, where we had Kotori, but by this scene when like it overlapped, they merged and stuff, this tree had like have like a light, like a blue light inside of it, so it's probably Kagari merged together with the fury or something. I'm still like, I'm very curious what have they done. What Kagari did. Also, fury is completed, so how long do we have to protect her now? Is it still like growing? I guess like it's a bud, so it needs to grow into like full tree or something, right? If we just created like a new universe, like totally new universe, not just a branched timeline, like we growing a new tree. Akana sent her scout bird out to observe, but gave up on trying to establish accurate count. Damn. Okay, well, that's bad. Legions of familiars begin to appear in the town. Kagari finished her research. Not quite. Right now, I think she's in the process of implementing the fury. But it's gonna take some time. Pretty much. Yeah. I can't say. Could be 10 minutes, could be 100 years. I'm sorry, I know it seems futile, but please, we need to protect her at all costs. Lucia, did you set up the trap that I asked for ages ago? Wow. Okay. It's okay, we don't need to eliminate every single one of them. Also, if you think about this, like, Lucia is like... We can treat Lucia here as a weapon of mass destruction, to be honest, right? Like, Lucia can turn off and on her power, so... She can just, like, release this poison and just, like... destroy pretty much everything here. If she wants to. Quick, let's decide on our formation. I get it now. The peace I found in the occult society will be no more. Now that the fury is complete, there will be no such tranquility for me in the possibility it bears. Because it came back from the blank spot. It came from the blank spot. The path to the future is illuminated by the torch of the fury, leading into the possibility of the unknown. I, the Nojikitaro, will live in pursuit of that flame. I will follow the possibility we discovered here. Erasing that blank spot when I slept away the years will likely lead the Nojikitaro down the crueler path than before. He won't spend his days laughing and messing around with his friends. He will live in a different time than them. Okay? So... in a world that is supposed to survive and keep living, you cannot meet with any of them. Because you will not be in coma and you will never be a student. Maybe you will meet with Akane. But no, they'll be like... yeah, no. That's also not possible. But, here at the end, I might as well show them the power that peace gives rise to. Because it's here with me right now, even if it will be lost in the possibilities to come. I'll fight to the bitter end. Friendship power, let's go. We decide where we'll each take up our posts. More than 700 familiars have already been sent into this world. It's clear the intention is to completely annihilate us. I can't even imagine the strain this must be placing on the Kashima Sakura. It could fracture her very mind. She pulled out all the stops. Messages pop up on my phone screen. Looks like everyone is in position. Lastly, images from the scout bird I've temporarily contacted with stem directly to my brain. This way I have a live visual of the situation on the battlefield. Okay? Let's do this. Let's protect Kagari. Okay. Do your thing, Kagari. I speak to the bot behind me. Is this the Song of Destruction? Oh. Oh. A soundless song shakes the air. It could be the Song of Destruction or the Song of the Rebirth. Either way, it heralds the dissolution of the world, the cadence of the heavens and the earth, the music of the celestial spheres that stretches across the universe, played by miracles on the strings of all things. Thanks, Gary. There's still so much I don't know, but at the least seems like we might have a chance to redo things, just this once. A world different to what came before, constructed by the Fury, a world of undefined possibility. The me who will be born into this world won't be me that I am now. Despite the note I left, we probably won't meet again. The new me won't inherit the current me mind or memories. I pray in earnest. I hope with all my heart that this attempt becomes Kagari's gift to the world. That's kinda sad. I don't want him to lose all the memories. I want to have new Kotaro. I like this Kotaro. Overwhelming presence swells into existence in the corner of the town. They know where we are. I'm not scared of disappearing. The prospect of failing to complete my objective is far more terrifying. I feel the ground rumble beneath my feet. The horde is on the move. The charge is led entirely by instinct. The familiars all move at different speeds. Since they're not arriving as a uniform front, we can pick them off as they arrive. I draw my sword. The vanguard reaches the area Shizuru and Lucy are defending at the foot of the hill. Okay. That makes 23. The little dinosaur melt into the oily tar-like puddles. I quickly step back from the remains. Those new familiars don't break down so quickly. Their decaying bodies remain behind, releasing pollution into the air. Some explode, while others disperse on the wind. This is their attempt to give the chemical substances they made up a chance to deal some damage to Kagari. Yeah, that happened last time. The only saving grace for us is that while those familiars are more vicious, they seem to be less individually effective. Okay. The first wave of attackers finally tails off. But that was only the warm-up. Hundreds of familiars still remain to be dealt with. I check up on Kagari. Her chrysalis has shivered and fallen apart, and in its place stands a single sapling. It's still young and green. It won't manifest power until it has a chance to grow. Okay. Yashin appears with a spear in his hand and his underlings in tow. He pointed towards the 3 o'clock. A pack of shadows is closing closer. His gang raise their voices in whooping battle cries. Well, they have the life force weapons, so they can actually fight here. So, how many have I slain now? I stopped counting around 50. Damn. Familiars camped at us from every point of the compass, breaking on us like waves. Our defenses are scattered. Okay. Sorry, just needed a minute. Pretty much. I know that. Over near the station is set, I'm on it. I don't see Yoshino anywhere. I don't know where he's been carried. I don't know whenever he's been carried off somewhere by the flow of battle or whenever he's already gone. Okay, don't think about it. Part of my blade has broken off. I notice it fracturing. My energy is slightly depleted. I launch myself back into the fray. Okay, here we go. Okay, the three of them. A group of them straight ahead. I charge straight at for them. Holding in on the mid-sized creature at the front of the pack, I take it down. I let out the primal roar from the deep within my belly, taking down the 3 and the 7. The battle rages on. My communications with Akane are now few and far between. She must be busy providing backup to all others. There's no time to use our phones. Whenever I look, it's a sea of monsters. I cut through them methodically. Some of the familiars are managing to reach Kagari. Oh! So far she staved off any fatal wounds. But cats are building on her trunk. Her song continues. She hasn't given up yet. Damn it. My aurora won't fully harden. It's because my mental concentration is waning due to the fatigue. That's not good. It won't form into a blade. Oh, this is the Bloodhound. The one that the Meadow had. Hey, I remember his name. The fire guy. Ah. A single hound is heading straight for me. It's one of the exploding ones. Shit. I'm not gonna make it. Or so I think, but then something strikes in front of me. Ruba. Oh, the mammoth. Kotori must have sent it. Ruba hurtles ahead and crashes into the hound. Its huge fangs pierce through the familiar. And then... yeah, okay. Ruba's gone. Sorry, Kotori. She's lost her precious pawn. I slay beast after beast. Am I making a dent? My hope is fleeting. Other vast murderous intent starts to coalesce. A third force of enemies. They are materializing in the town again. 100, 200, Kashima Sakura is sending them in waves. It's too much. I feel like my legs are about to give out. Damn. How long can we handle this? Not for much longer. Yoshino comes trembling out of the forest, broken lance clutches in his hands. Apparently extremely. Come on, they must be having a great time with this. Wow. Yoshino grabs a new lance and then disappears back into the forest. The attacks increase in intensity. They come in methodical waves, each one depleting a little more of our physical but mostly our mental energy. Familiar push forward through the gaps in our defenses. They have no regard for the traps we laid. Maybe they're working, but it doesn't feel like it. Either way, the traps are more tactic to keep them curled. If our enemies were human, the traps would give them pause in their pursuit. With familiars, they have no such effect. Kotori and Chihaya search out and kill the familiars that make it through. I'm at the borders to deal with the stranglers. The mid-sized familiars in the shape of dinosaurs are most dangerous, so I focus on those. But even this arrangement is starting to crumble. All good? Yeah, probably not all good. Oh, we're losing this. Oh god. It seems like our only hope is really like to have like totally new, different timeline without memories and stuff. Because even like in this situation, it seems like we're losing. Like if we win this, then we win in general. The last standing of the ORS, it seems. We're all gonna die, aren't we? 15 in total, huh? When they form a group, even the familiars that are easy to pick off when alone become a formidable force. While you are facing off against a single one, the rest can swarm around you. I have to take them by surprise. Now, not only do I not have the others to depend on, but once I've penetrated the pack, creating an opening to withdraw, it's going to be difficult, yeah. Also, I really hope that like the new Kotaro in the new timeline is going to regain his memories from the other world, basically, like this. Because if he's like supposed to be, I assume like he's like going to be like kind of a savior of Earth or something, you know? Because like his name basically enabled the Fury to be completed. So he needs his memories from other timelines, so he knows like what are the dangers of the future and like who to trust and stuff like this. So he can like, you know, use these few years that he lost when he was in coma to like, you know, prepare for the future events and stuff. And change the course of events. So he needs to like regain his memories, I think. But we'll see. Maybe something else is planned. The pack of the 15 are coming this way. It's more than I can handle alone. I should retreat. But okay, I'm on it. There's no fleeing from this fight. Press, if I'm incapacitated, you are in command. I love you. Over and out. I'm no longer going to worry about my energy reserves. I concentrate my Aurora without thought of the consequences. I'm gonna use my killer moves when I still can. The familiars come rushing out from between the trees, but they scattered rather than bunched together. They won't all be within my range. 7, 8, I need at least 2 more. 9, 11, now. Extend. Whoa. I feel my Aurora out in the sideways sweep, and it hardens in the midair. A whip-like blade stretches out, cleanly bisects multiple familiars at once. How do you like that? Okay. That was cool. I immediately discard the blade. I've lost so much energy that I feel lightheaded. I wave together a new blade and get into position behind the tree. Just 4 left to go. One sinks its teeth into the trunk. Its fangs mow clamps around the wood like a dog with a bone. I thrust out from behind the trunk, straight into its cranium. Familiar pops like a balloon. The explosion stings the bark. Oh, we have different perspectives from others. She actually got a sword. Yeah, Kotaro said like you can make her a sword. Lucia is the first of the Occultist Society members to disappear. Oh, she was the first. She was taking on a 60-strong group. Oh, damn. That appeared during the momentary separation from Shizuru. It was a fierce and terrible battle. 60. Shizuru now holds their position alone. Damn. Next, Kotori bows out. Aww. Having lost all her familiars, she abandoned her position and made a run for the town. She was undoubtedly trying to create a diversion. Yeah. At least 4 familiars gave chase. God damn it. I kinda wasn't able to confirm her final moments. I know like these are just creations and they like bunch of memories stitched together and stuff, but it's still sad. Oh god. Oh. Kashima Sakura intuits the moment when we lose members and our defenses are weakened. Familiars she summons are a huge mix of creatures, but in the midst of the struggle, the ones that can move at high speed splinter off. These surprise attacks units conceal themselves in as an ambush, then rush at the chinks in our defenses. Okay, there's Chihaya. Chihaya having a spear. I never saw Chihaya with a spear before. Chihaya team deals with these. Oh, Sakuya! No way, he's actually good. Sakuya disappears next. Trading his life to take out a group of ridiculously powerful mid-sized familiars. Holy shit, he actually made something. He was actually good. This is when Akane joins the front lines. Scout Bird isn't made for combat, but we have to use everything we can, lest the influx of enemies gain too much momentum. But flying at a low altitude, it can stop a low-level familiar in the tracks. Once Akane joins the fray, our communication becomes fragmentary. My cell phone stops ringing. In our final communication, I hear that Yoshi lost 2/3 of his men. Everyone is entirely focused on the fight at hand. After slaying the last one, my knees gives way. I crumple to the ground. How long have I been fighting? My body is covered in wounds. I don't recall sustaining. I don't feel any pain though. I'm in serious trouble. For a warrior, being unable to assess his own injuries is an extremely dangerous state to be in. Just then... Oh, something's changing. Kagari? The hazy outline of the hill begins to glow with the red and green light. She started. Everything that makes up this transcendent world will return to the omnipotent power. The power harboring this vast amount of data illuminates a new hope for the world. With this wondrous scene at my back, the fourth wave of the familiars transverse in. I wanted to zoom in on the image, but the vision disappears. Concentrating hard. Concentrating hard. I feel around for my connection with the scout bird. I can't connect to it. Oh, Akane's gone. Akane? Are you in fight? I call her phone and it connects. Oh, she's still okay? Hello? Oh, okay. Never mind. Yep. Okay. God damn it. Instead of Akane, it's Yoshino who answers call. His tongue anguished. See. Damn. I get it. Don't feel bad about it. There's a wet note to his breathing, like fluid in his lungs. Oh, it's gonna be real lonely here. You did. You won. Last man standing here is the real loser. But only this time. I'm gonna whoop your ass up in the next fight. Best bros. Hell yeah, you sure did. I was able to be a loner because you wouldn't accept me. Do you get it? If I weren't alone, I wouldn't be happy with my human connections and nothing more would have come of it. I would have been content to stay right where I was. The search for possibility will always be a lonely journey. Sure, you might find a little happiness in your small relationships, but in exchange, you can set out on a long journey. Understand that now, here at the end. Pioneers are non-conformists. People can only choose one or the other. We are eternal rivals, Yoshino. The matchest of match. Yoshino? His voice is thick. A life is fading from him fast. Yet he manages to raise his voice in one last powerful cry. Wow, this is getting me really emotional, holy shit. I didn't thought like I'm like fully aware that they're like not like from the original, like, you know, like the timelines that we had before, like they're like bunch of memories and stuff, but They still feel real, god damn it. Ah. Yeah, damn right. I'm counting on you, Haruhiko. Wow. My vision blurs. That was like he... Oh, Yoshino's his surname, isn't it? It's the first time he called him by his name. Oh. Right? Oh, we have actually updates on stuff. Where's Yoshino? Yoshino Haruhiko, yeah. Damn. Actually, yeah, Haruhiko is the name. I hate this. I hate this so much. I remember Yoshino blew his top at me about our classmates. That was totally justified. I didn't show an ounce of gratitude to them for all their support. I was such an ungrateful little shit. He should have hit me 10 times harder. This is what he was trying to show me. And it really is the muchest of much.
By my brother! See you in the next life!
Damn. And we have Haruhiko now speaking. Yeah. See you on the life, brother. With a final yell, Yoshino Haruhiko hangs up the call. God damn it, that's so good. A single sob escapes my throat. I'm exhausted beyond belief. The attacks are weakening. The constant flow of familiars had tailed off. It's time to reassess the situation. I call Shizuru and Chihaya over. Impressively, Shizuru is still in a good shape, but Chihaya is covered in blood. Ooh. You need some of my life force? I can spare a bit. The only weapon Chihaya has left is her lance. Help me out, Shizuru. We're gonna erect a barricade. Shizuru and I get to work while we let Chihaya rest. Who knows? I'd like to think that maybe she's too tired and keeps sending them at such rate, but... Yeah. Oh! What happens? The hell? Shizuru and I both raise our eyes to the sky at once. Oh my god, she's making flying ones now. Oh shit. Several familiars suddenly swoop down from the great height, aiming straight for Kagari. That's a dirty trick. Okay, yeah, I did not thought as well that she's suddenly going to switch to flying ones. That makes sense though, like she can use anything. There's no way you can defend against the assault from above. Chihaya, help! She sort of throws a knife, but it slices through empty air. Yeah. You have no way to fight against them. Chihaya positions herself as a shield, spreading her arms out wide and tipping her head back to stare into the oncoming force. So Chihaya will be next to leave. God damn it, wow. It happens suddenly. Oh. A black shadow streaks by. Oh? As the shape intersects with the familiars, they've shredded to pieces. What? Yo! How the fuck did Sakuya got here? Wait, who sent you? Like, Chihaya from alternate timeline? Like, from the timeline where, like, Sakura is? Or Sakura used you? And you actually disobey her or something? Like, what is happening? Why did you... What? Anyway, we're gonna win this. Holy shit. This guy is just going to be insane. What are you doing here? Yo, what? You are. Better now than never. Whew. Oh, so you got summoned like somewhere way... Okay. I realize that his right hand is drenched in the dark liquid. Right, that makes sense now. He's the strongest familiar by far. So it's you who's holding them at bay. That's why they stopped coming. Oh my god. That huge force. That's the... Sakuya is the strongest being outside of Kagari probably right now. Of all existences. Holy fuck. Yeah, I would say so as well. Right, at the last minute, our strongest possible ally has come running to our aid. We can still do this. How did you get here though? It's not Hotaru who summoned him. He said he cannot, so... Yo, what? Was it Chihaya? Could Chihaya do this maybe? I don't know. Maybe it was just the willpower of Sakuya to help Chihaya basically. Maybe Sakuya summoned himself. Ah. This world breaks the laws of like any power system. So who knows, maybe Sakuya can summon himself here. Okay, you can probably take all the airborne ones, right? Okay then, I can count on you to clear the skies. Oh, wait, what? He made... I see, you're still the same as always. Okay, right. I forgot he was like this. You're so annoying. Issue of motivation. Okay. Immediately complies, slipping back into the forest like a shadow. Sure. He's as strong as Shizuru. If he can scatter the hordes up there, then we might have an easier time defending here. I think he's way stronger than Shizuru. Don't take it personally, like he's way too stronger. Having time to plan in advance, okay. Okay, if you had time to prepare, maybe, sure, because you are the second, like the most insane, like battle type, like character in this whole like thing. Like she could just like, you remember how like she could like just like run through like the corridor with like machine guns, like just shooting straight through like the whole corridor. She was just like dodging bullets while running. God damn it. I guess so, yeah. He really is the strongest member of our team. Shizuru and I put together a barricade of spikes that looks like something of the historical drama. We position it strategically, so it's surrounding Kagari. Chihaya and I stationed within the barricade, while Shizuru is outside. Shizuru drags a wooden box full of round rocks and the size of the softballs out from some bushes. Taking our individual powers into account, she's the only one who can really fight in the open. This will be our last line of defense, held by the three of us. The aurora borealis that blurs the distant ridgeline gradually contracts. It's already engulfing half of Kasamatsuri. Yeah, it can come soon enough. The familiars arrive in droves, knocking down trees and swarming over them. Sakuya is keeping the airborne ones at bay, while the multitude of creatures on the ground are starting to reach us. Oh, this is going... Oh my god, we all gonna die. Yeah, do it. She serves the rope connected to the trap. Several logs tremble from the treetops, rolling down the slope towards the incoming hordes. They barrel over the front lines of the familiars, but it only delays them for a moment. The next, they're pressing in on us again. Damn it, I gotta say the situation looks kinda hopeless. Yep, pretty much.
思っても黙っててください。
Yeah, Kagari, hurry up.
全く同感なんですから。
So, if Kagari, like, finishes the Fury, like, she going to take the Fury into the, like, the competition? She's going to be, like, immune to damage or something? Like, how does that work? If she completes it, then what? Oh, maybe, like, if she completes it, then that means that she can die. You know? However terrible that may sound. Because if she completes this, then that means that she creates a totally new, separated tree, separated timeline. Right? So the current Fury can die. It doesn't matter anymore. I think. But Kagari becomes the new Fury, so... she must be like immune to damage or something after she finishes. I'm really confused what they're supposed to do here. But we'll see. Whatever happens, that happens. Like, we have to protect Kagari for now. If that's worth it, I don't know. Her fingers are bone white and trembling around the handle of her spear.
ゴム発見。
Oh. Chizuru pitches a rock into the crowd of creatures. Oh yeah, she can just see them and just take them out from distance so they can like blow up and take out the other familiars. Okay, this is... yeah, that's Chizuru for ya. It hits a hound square to the head, smashing its skull. Even without cranium, its momentum keeps it running for several moments until it finally falters and stops. Abruptly, its front legs crumble. Next instant, it explodes. Mirrors to the either side of it are cut up in the blast. Battalion is thrown into chaos. This is why you call in a specialist. Even from this distance, she managed to pick out a self-destructing type. She throws rock after rock. That's just... Chizuru is just amazing. With each one, more and more familiars are wiped out.
こちらもやりましょう。
Yeah. She had thrust her spear at the familiar trying to chew its way through the barriers. At the very heart of the battle, Chizuru moves with a methodical precision. With knives in both hands, she fields attacks from every angle. She dodges like she has eyes on the back of her head. She never misses a chance to drive home a hit. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing, as I watch her identify attacks from every direction, evading them while delivering a roundhouse kick that split Hound's skull. Yeah. That's yeah, outside of Sakuya, she's just the most insane. It's like every moment in the puzzle she unquietly qualified to solve. Under some circumstances, my life is in the hands of the luck. We're worlds apart. She's always aware of everything going on around her. A hunter instinct magnified 1,000-fold. Yeah. Chizuru has taken down far more familiars alone than Jiha and I combined. I'm glad to have her on our side. With her here, we can make it through. Just then, Chizuru slips in the puddle of blood. Oh god. Of course, that's the most typical way to go out. A simple mistake of like putting your foot in the wrong place. God damn it. Oh, and it's going to take just a second. With her level access, she recovered her balance in less than a second, but that's all it takes. In that tiny instant, Chizuru dies. A nearby Dinoharsus sinks its teeth into her neck. Oh god, her eyes go blank. Her right hand twitches like it's alive with a will of its own. She plunges the tip of her blade up through the creature's chin. Oh god! One last kill. Its teeth loses grip as its jaws is torn apart. Its lower jaws hangs loose. But Shizuru stands still. Yeah. But Shizuru stands stock still, her expression frozen in place. Wait, what the hell? Yeah, I threw a spear. It finds its mark. The familiar melts into tar. Chihaya uses the opening to grab Shizuru around the waist and drag her inside the barricade. We don't need to stop the bleeding. The wound itself is already closing up. If it's just a flesh wound. Shizuru's body disintegrates into sand, yeah. Human beings are fragile creatures. We aren't invincible. Not even people of Shizuru's power. Kashima Sakura. Some familiars try to break through the barricade. I use my Aurora to kill them. Everywhere I look, I see gaping mouths. We are surrounded. Yeah, we all gonna die. The log barricade creaks in protest. It won't hold out much longer. Chihaya, I will hold them back, so you strengthen the barricade. I feel a sensation like a vacuum opening up behind me. I can no longer hear Chihaya panting. I turn around. Oh god, they're inside. Glittering droplets fall from the slash-like mouth of the familiar that's made it over the barricade. Within those sparkling dust particles, I catch a glimpse of a winged ship barrette. Murderous rage surges through my blade. Leaning into my spin, I slash upward. Familiar head goes flying from its shoulders. I quickly kick the corpse away, so the pollutants it's emitting won't harm the girl under it. But Chihaya's body is already gone. She vanished. Dead. Sakuya? I raise my voice in a yell, calling down the man leaping through the skies. Even as he speaks, he uses his bandaged right arm to knock a familiar to the ground. The guy's power depends on the movements of his physical body. And no matter how strong he is, there's a limit to how many familiars he can handle on his own. It's kind of ironic that we are the last two standing. It is! If you would say it's a master and a student. Again. Oh my god! Like the ending of like Chihaya Road was so good with Sakuya. Ah. Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, she is. I send out the lance of Aurora, spearing several dinosaurs like kebabs. I tear. What? I slice. You are my fate. Did he say that? Okay. I can't say I really remember that for back. Yeah, neither do I. Sakuya hands and my Aurora simultaneously quarter familiar. Okay. So all things I cannot do, I do. But yet you are still here, somehow. We continue our conversation intermittently as we face off against the unending onslaught. You can be pretty overdramatic, huh? The same power, the same fate. Maybe it's cause I'm based on you. Acquired characteristics. Oh. Perhaps that's what our connection is built upon. Okay. From above, huh? Countless points of red light shine against a section of sky. They are here to put an end to all of this. No, just smash them, I guess. I can confidently declare that I absolutely do not. Well, We just gotta give it everything we've got, that's all we can do.
その通りです。では、やれるだけのことをやりましょうか。
Honestly, that's Max smile of yours, and the way you always have to have the last word. Somehow it really gives me confidence. You know, now that I think about it, I feel like when it comes down to it, whenever you were around, I always ended up relying on you. Yeah.
そうですね。私もいつもあなたの手助けをしてきた気がします。
Sakuya is one of the best characters, seriously. Go get him, boss.
小太郎くんごときには及びもつかない方法で。
Wow. I'm counting on it, bro.
任せておいてください、兄弟。
Ah, right. We'll smile together, even at the end. That will never change. Even if it's all an illusion. No. I didn't summon him here. Which means that... No way. Which means what? What did you figure out? I was questioning this too, like, who summoned him here? He said it himself. The full cognizance of all of my many existences. Yeah? Oh wait, so... Yeah, so he did summon himself. So he's like the same as Kotaro, because Kotaro here is also the like multiple of his existences from different timelines. So Sakuya managed to get here as well by himself. Or we don't know like how Kotaro got here actually. But in the same way Sakuya did get here. In other words, all these carnate cognizances of each the separate Sakuya have converged here. Yeah? Oh! Oh! All of them! Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. A thunderous roar resounds through the world. Yeah, that was the thing. A single tree begins to expand, enveloping the surrounding forests. This is Sakuya's final form as the familiar. He brought it here, which means... That idiot. All his fates are tied to this place. Every possibility for him will lead here, where they will ultimately wither and die. I don't know how far the words of possibility extend. All I know is that Sakuya will inevitably end up here to meet his end. And coming here, he closed the book on his own fate. Sakuya's strong glimpse sees the familiars in the sky. Huge body that once simply stood there, pulses with life. The familiar's poison rains down on it. At long last, his arms crumble. The huge body crumbles next and transforms into a single huge withering cherry tree. God damn it. But even now, his leaves continue to swallow familiars, and his branches trap and trip them. Then, having achieved its goal, the cherry tree falls apart. It sheds its leaves and divests itself of its branches. Entity known as Sakuya is gone. I got chills. Oh my god. Nevermore to exist in any world affected by what happened here. In any of the many possibility worlds that will spring forth. From now on, he can only ever exist within the transparent closed off world. So it's not possible for him to ever exist in the new branch timelines that we are creating. He's gone. He can only exist here and in the past. That was our last goodbye. The word forever doesn't even begin to cover it. He chose for himself the fate of the cherry blossom, predestined to scatter. I will remember him, me too. As the last one here. At long last, it's just me again. I allowed my mind to wander for just 2 seconds. In that time, the barricade has fallen, with creatures scrambling over it. It's like a switch is flicked in my brain. The final switch. The one that allows me to fight without thought for anything else. I'm prepared to never ever again return to being human. I cut off every part of my humanity. Fighting is my entire existence. Okay. Got to see ultimate version of Kotaro. I don't tire, I don't feel sadness or pain. I slashed at them determinedly, never staying in one spot for more than a second, using whatever I can as a shield. I don't make a dent in the flow no matter how many I kill. Everything around me is a sea of familiars. That gnashing sound I can hear must be their teeth. It doesn't bother me. I turned off my fear a long time ago. The overwhelming sound of the battle gradually grows distant. Am I about to pass out? Not yet, it's too soon. Thankfully, my body still moves with precision. I'm on autopilot. My consciousness seems to watch the battle from above, as though from the third-person perspective. I distantly comprehend that it's a dissociative state brought about by my intense concentration. The barrier has completely collapsed. The familiars are sinking their teeth into Kagari's trunk. They are clustered around her, filling every inch of space. I force my way through the throngs. In exchange for my recklessness, my ear is torn off. I cut on the familiar clinging to Kagari, slicing into their backs. At one point, they push me back. I fall, I get up again. There's familiar, I kill it. Another, I stab it. Another, and another, and another. I kick them to pieces. Their poison coats my body, eating through my skin and permeating my bones. I try to get to Kagari. My forward momentum is abruptly stopped. Are we not going to be able to save her, actually? I'm being pulled back. My left hand. A familiar has locked its giant's maw around my left hand. It shakes its head, dragging me this way, and that... My arm joint bends backwards. Oh god. Then the weight abruptly disappears. Yo! Released from its grasp, I'm hurled to the ground. My left arm has been torn off. Yeah, well, I head towards Kagari. I slice familiar as they bite me, I stab them. They rend me apart. One makes off with a chunk of flesh from my shoulder. Another my torso. Another a bite out of my calf. The way that Kotaro is like being eaten here reminds me of like what was happening in Umineko. These few scenes there. At last, I lose my arm, the arm I used to fight. What now? The familiar swarm over me. Their black forms pile on the top of one another. I'm being crushed. Countless fangs pierce into every last inch of my body. And that's when the world turns to red and green. Okay. We managed to in the last second. Farewell. Do I click or it's automatic? I click, okay. I hear soft words. Farewell, Tennoji Kotaro. Is this Kagari? Gentle reverberations. I'm terribly sad. The sensation of being pulled gently up is terribly tender. I'm floating upward. And I'm not the only one. Everything is rising. Familiars, trees, the town, even the air itself. What? It's all coming apart and being swallowed by the sky. Everything is being absorbed by the fury. Oh. To become a new timeline. To be disassembled, encoded and folded into it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Tennoji Kotaro. For caring for me when I was being selfish. It's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. That's not what falling in love is about. Also, that means that Kagari is going to be all alone again. God damn it. She's just destined to be alone, huh? Tannoji Kotaro said that he wanted to see me. But we won't see each other again. Because you hate me? I don't hate him. But I can forgive him. Oh. Why? Wanting an eternal honeymoon is a sin after all. Life must be endured in loneliness after all. That's just your superstition. Strength is needed to endure this long loneliness life. Loneliness after all. That's a very sad way to think. Yeah. So sad. I'm sure humanity will understand that someday. A place where not even light can reach. Wait, Kagari. Aren't you coming with us? Yeah. We're heading towards the sky. Towards the night. No. Towards the moon, huh? Towards the moon. We're heading for the moon. Passing through the corridor in the sky that connects the moon and Earth. Will we try again on the moon? After we've ruined the Earth? The moon. The huge pale moon. It's too big. Unease swells within me. A chill creeps across my skin. I'm in space. I've passed out of the Earth atmosphere. The moon? Oh, it became Earth. What? Is this... I looked down the surface I was on before. It became desolate. White wasteland. It became a moon. Wait, what? That must be the Earth. Yet not a single building or tree or plant remains. It's a vast expanse of uninterrupted white, like the surface of the moon. What is happening? Oh, all at once I know the truth. The place we were was the moon. Okay, so you just thought you were on Earth. So we're always on moon, actually. Okay. The moon, covered by the omnipotent power. Its surface area is so limited. A garden civilization? Since when? Since the moon was born. All that time, life took a precedence in the pair. Kagari is a twin. Oh. But the only one that flourished was Mother Earth? But it failed. It was clear that there was no time for a do-over. And so, the moon reached out. And then, the possibility. However, that is not something I can forgive. It's feelings that I shouldn't have. But I did it. I returned what was stolen. And now I will return to nothingness. The dream I needed to see has already been seen. Wait. I no longer have a voice, nor a body, even myself is fading. I was part of the fury all along. I don't care. I cry out with my very soul. Kagari? She's standing there. All by herself. She all remains, as she sends us off. I return to the natural order. She was the only one in the celestial body from the start. So I must endure this loneliness. So long as I have these memories I can endure. We're always searching for the good memories, huh? On Earth. That is enough for me. The moon resources are meager. They were only enough to birth Kagari. Life didn't spring forth. Even though the moon is a part of Earth. The Earth has lush vegetation. The moon has cold, hard rocks. Did she resent it? Did she hate it? She was surely capable of keeping us there forever, even if it meant the future failing to ruin. And yet she is returning us to the Earth? How silly. How foolish. I suppose that's love. Oh, the song of Rebirth, I guess, at this point. Oh no, this is something else. This is not even the song of Kagari. But this is Kagari singing, I think, right? Go. Go on a journey of 1,000,000,000 years. Reach humanity once more. Go on a journey. Godspeed, humanity. Do not look back. Please. Do not look back. I'm so confused about what's happening, but sad at the same time, because we still can be in each other's arms. But isn't Kagari there? I think it's the first time we have full sprite of Kagari. I'm so confused what is happening, but it makes me emotional anyway. Just because we're leaving Kagari alone. Oh, what was that light there? Oh. Oh, that's the Aurora. Yeah. It's moving further away. Departing the moon and heading towards the Earth. We cross the corridor of life. It's the second time we've crossed this path. Oh? Is it? I will need help in comments for this. I really will need help. It's been so surreal. I'm not sure what to make out of this. Did like Kagari... Okay, I'll just... Earth, our home planet that we've been away from for so long. A dead planet, desolate and devoid of life. We are gonna start over. However, Kagari isn't there. So... Neither am I. All we can do is pray. So Kotaro is not existing on this earth. All we can do is hope. So... Kagari somehow reached out to an invisible hand. At the very least, I should etch those feelings into my mind. Like, Kagari took everyone to the moon. I should record them. But no matter how much I write down, omnipotent power will immediately take it all apart. Like, rewrite as a game the roads. Yeah, a miracle won't leave behind through or emotions. It was like always happening on moon. At least let me hope. If someday you are able to reach the stars, like we're never on Earth, we're always on the moon in this universe. I want you to find the girl on the moon. She covers all alone. I want you to go and visit her. That is what I wish for, deep within my soul. So all the rewrite was taking place on moon. That was shaped by the life force that Kagari took from Earth or something. She tried to not be alone. She tried to... She had enough of loneliness. So she took the life force from Earth and tried to make a life on the moon. And it didn't work. So she came to the conclusion that the only way to have a happy ending for humanity and everyone is to, like, brought the life back to the Earth where it's supposed to be. Is that something like this? Someone can, like, help me out in the comments with this. Maybe? Like, the school, like, all the roads that we had, it all took a place on the moon. It was never Earth. to begin with. Is that what the thing indicates? Flow of power is caught by the enormous mass. The power of the Earth's pull. I slip down the corridor. I'm falling apart. So this is it. I can no longer maintain myself. A great task awaits. I must join forces with the others and fulfill my task. The anguish of creation awaits. The thing that was once me mixes together with countless others, forming the colossal flow on its way to Earth. It passes through the thin atmosphere to the rugged ground that extends below. Molded by the movements of the bedrock, the land has formed one giant continent. Hundreds of millions of years later, it will break off into several smaller continents. Coming apart, we raindrop upon the surface. Some into the dried up seas, some into the atmospheric currents, some onto the mountains. The planet trembles beneath the blessed rain. First, to fill it up to the brim, and Kagari is not going to be here. Because Kagari is existence on the moon. Is a twin. So, who exists on Earth then? Who is her twin? First to fill it to the brim, and then let the cruelty of the natural selection begin. Ooh. Life begins, huh? Wow. Well, that was experience. To be honest, I have no idea how to think about this. Oh, wait, is this menu? Yo, whoa. Oh, we have Terra now. Okay, so that was the moon road because we've been on the moon. So the Terra is going to be after like billion of years, I guess. Like the life started on Earth, and we are going to see how Earth developed now. Okay, I need help. Help me in the comments, please, about what this road in general was. I think like my assumption is correct, but I'm not sure. So all the roads that we had, it was always on the moon. It was never on Earth. And the different roads were just different branches that Kagari was doing in her own like little like well of life space of like god energy. So we've been like connected to Kagari. So maybe Kotaro is her twin. Maybe Kotaro was like originally from Earth? Originally? And she took him to the moon? At some point? Maybe that's the missing memories. During these missing memories, like the life got transferred to the moon or something. But anyway, seems like the life on the moon cannot exist, so Kagari gave up on this. I don't know why the name Tennoji Kotaro... Oh, okay, probably him implementing his name onto the Tree of Life gave her the idea that only if he's alone it can thrive, so she need to like put him back on Earth or something. I'm so confused. It was a good road. I really enjoyed this, but at the same time, I'm really confused. I'm not think if I don't know if I understand this correctly. Basically, at the end, she gathered all of the energy, basically, all the memories and everything that happened on the moon during the last billions of years, I guess, from different timelines, and she pushed it away towards the Earth, where it's supposed to be in the first place. And she's alone left on the moon because moon have not enough resources for more. And the Earth cannot exist without the moon, basically, which we proven in our like little games, right? With other ORS members, like the moon was out and the Earth cannot thrive. So Kagari must exist alone there, because there's not enough resources for anything else. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Maybe I will like... I don't even know where to put this road on the tier list, when I will be like doing tier lists for now, you know? I really don't know, because I feel like it's good, but at the same time, I don't know what to think about this. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? How do you understand this road? And yeah, like, what just happened? I will see you in the next one, in the Terra, I guess. So, the road on Earth after we came back, I guess. Anyway, thank you for watching, I will see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member. If you would like to support me and see episodes earlier, thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, it's Gink out.